Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Gold Rush, Fred Lewis hints he won't be in season 15. Gold Rush fans don't think that Fred Lewis is a good miner, and now they suspect he might not return for season 15 of the Discovery Channel show. He missed time on the show in the past, but he popped up after 5 episodes in season 14. At the time, he looked for work, but Parker Schnibel had no vacancies. Fred Lewis unpopular with the crew and fans. The workers were happy to see the back of Fred Lewis after his first 2 seasons on the Discovery Channel. Many of them complained to Rick Ness about the way he worked with them. It was Buzz who moved to Rick's team and claimed that working for Lewis seemed like hell. His unprofitable efforts also made it seem that he had bad luck. Fred Lewis debuted on the show in 2020, but even after 4 years, the veteran medic hasn't done all that well. So a lot of critics who watch Gold Rush think he'll never make it. While they appreciate that he employs other vets, they also think he's too proud to humble himself and take instruction from more experienced miners on the Discovery Channel. Gold Rush fans think Fred's not returning. On Tuesday this week, the so-called hobby miner shared some photos on Instagram, and he was busy with a new venture. In his caption, the Gold Rush star said, "So cool to be amongst all this history and beauty on the hunt for gold like so many in the past. We all traveled so far and overcame obstacles, but now we are here. Tomorrow we build the plant and pump the ponds. I'll bring Starlink to the mine and do live updates with you throughout the day. Will the pump make the hill? Will the SD-300 gobble all the gold? We hunt for virgin ground and steady gold. Let's go." Fans on the platform questioned Fred leaking spoilers for the next season. Also, several of them thought that it indicated he wouldn't return for season 15. On Reddit, an OP who shared about the post also thought the same thing. They wrote, "Fred Lewis returns to mining in 2024. If you check Fred's Instagram, he's setting up a new gold mining camp. Doesn't look like he's going to be on the show. Fair play to Fred for trying to prove people wrong about the idea that he was only able to come back because of Discovery money. Do I think he will succeed? Not really. Looks like Fred has managed to get hold of a decent wash plant for once." Discovery Channel fans discussed the mining venture. Some viewers believed that Fred Lewis might not return to the next season of Gold Rush, and others hoped he wouldn't. Here are some of those comments. "I hope he finds joy and success in whatever he does, as long as he isn't on the show anymore because he makes mining here miserable. If he had a 1,000 to 1,500 ounce season, I'd be fine with bringing him back. But it's Fred, so that's not happening lol." Fred needed to work on someone's crew for longer. He still seems to have very little idea what he's doing, and he's not going to succeed until he figures it out. They've already said he won't be on the show. I'd rather suffer through 10 years of Hoffman's instead of 10 seconds of Fred. Fred Lewis, the resilient miner who carved out his place in the annals of Gold Rush history, dropped a bombshell hint that left fans buzzing with speculation. Season 15 of the hit reality series might proceed without one of its most talked about stars. For a man who turned his post-military life into a relentless pursuit of gold, the idea of stepping back was almost unfathomable. But as the sun set on the treacherous terrains of his latest mining venture, Fred's cryptic remarks hinted at a crossroads. Throughout his tenure on Gold Rush, Fred Lewis has been a polarizing figure. With a military background that instilled in him an unbreakable spirit, he approached mining with a blend of discipline and fervor that was both inspiring and, at times, contentious. His journey wasn't just about gold. It was about redemption, proving to himself and others that there was life after service. Yet, the grueling demands of the mining world were a far cry from the structured chaos of military operations. Hints of his possible departure surfaced in a recent interview where Fred reflected on his journey with an air of finality. "I've given everything to this," he said, his eyes betraying a mix of exhaustion and pride. "But there comes a point when you have to weigh what you're chasing against what you're losing." These words struck a chord with fans who had followed his turbulent journey from triumphant strikes to crushing setbacks. Speculations ran wild. Some believed Fred was simply taking a well-deserved break, while others feared he might hang up his mining gear for good. The physical toll of mining, compounded by the emotional strain of leading the crew through the highs and lows of the gold hunt, had undoubtedly left its mark. Fred's body bore the scars of countless battles, both in war and in the unforgiving landscape of the mining fields. In the mining community, Fred's name became synonymous with perseverance. He wasn't the most experienced miner, nor did he have the flashiest equipment, but what he lacked in resources, he made up for in sheer willpower. His team, a ragtag group of veterans and underdogs, mirrored his tenacity. They rallied behind his vision, even when the odds seemed insurmountable. Together, they forged a bond that was as precious as the gold they sought. Yet, the world of Gold Rush is a relentless one. Each season brings new challenges, and the pressure to deliver results is unyielding. For Fred, the stakes were always higher. He wasn't just mining for gold, he was mining for a future, for the possibility of a new life beyond the shadow of his past. The journey had taken him from the highest peaks of elation to the deepest valleys of despair. As rumors of his potential exit swirled, Fred's social media feeds became a flurry of fan messages, urging him to stay. "You're an inspiration, Fred." One fan wrote, "Your determination gives us all hope." Another commented, "Gold Rush won't be the same without you." The outpouring of support was a testament to the impact he had made, not just as a miner, but as a symbol of resilience and hope. Fred's potential departure also sparked discussions about the future direction of Gold Rush. Would a new face step into the spotlight, or would the show delve deeper into the stories of its other miners? The dynamics of the crew, the strategies employed, and the locations explored could all shift dramatically. Fred's journey had been a narrative thread that many viewers clung to, and his absence would undoubtedly leave a void. Amidst the speculation, Fred remained enigmatic. His interviews were carefully worded, his social media posts reflective but non-committal. It was as if he was weighing his own future in the same delicate balance as the gold in his pan. "Sometimes the hardest part isn't the digging," he mused in one post. "It's knowing when to stop." For the dedicated fans of Gold Rush, the prospect of a season without Fred Lewis was bittersweet. His journey had become a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of perseverance. Whether he decided to step back or continue his quest, Fred's legacy was already cemented in the golden history of the show. As the final episode of the current season aired, viewers were left with a tantalizing cliffhanger. Fred, standing at the edge of his claim, looked out over the rugged landscape with a contemplative expression. "This land has given me so much," he said softly, "but it's time to think about what it's taken." The screen faded to black, leaving fans to wonder, was this the end of Fred Lewis' Gold Rush, or merely the beginning of a new chapter? In the weeks that followed, the debate among fans grew more intense. Theories and predictions flew across forums and social media platforms. Some believed Fred would return with renewed vigor, possibly with a new strategy or location. Others felt his words carried the weight of a final farewell. Whichever path he chose, one thing was certain: Fred Lewis